Hey everyone, and welcome to the Saved by the Bell Season 2 premiere event. I am your host, Erin Lim Rhodes. I am so excited to be here with you guys today. And on behalf of the entire cast and the show, we just wanted to set this up to create some excitement and buzz around the upcoming season of Saved by the Bell. We have some fun games, we have the cast joining us from both eras, and we have something very special at the end that you do not want to miss, so make sure you hang around. Now it's time to see who we have joining us from the OG cast of Saved by the Bell. Ladies and gentlemen, we have...
I'm Elizabeth Berkley Lauren, and I play Jessie Spano.
Mario Lopez here, play AC Slater.
Hi, I'm Mark Paul Gosselaar, and I play Zack Morris.
Hi, I'm Tiffani Thiessen, and I play Ellie Morris.
I'm Lark Voorhies, and I play Alycia Turtle.
And also joining us is Scott Evans, who is helping me host today, and he is going to be with the teen cast. So Scott, who do we have over there?
Aaron, what is up? It is so good to be here. I'm Scott Evans, and I'm going to be handling or co-handling this event today. We're talking all things Saved by the Bell, and I'm pretty pumped about this one. But I don't want to wait any longer. Let's go ahead and get these new faces up on this screen. Let's introduce to you the cast of Saved by the Bell, the Peacock original. I want to go down the line one by one. Tell us who you are and who you play.
Hey, it's Haskiri Velazquez, and I play Daisy Jimenez.
What's up? My name is Mitchell Hoog. I play Mac Morris.
I'm Josie. I play Lexi.
Hi, I'm Alycia Pascual-Peña, and I play Aisha Garcia.
My name is Belmont Cameli. I play Jessie Spano.
What's going on, y'all? I am Dexter Darden, and I play DeVante Young.
How are y'all feeling? Is it good to see each other? Has it been a while since you've seen each other? What's the deal?
You know, it's quite special that we're able to come back together and be able to sort of show this connection again 30 years later.
It's so good to see everyone. We miss our big brother Dexy. We're so proud of him as he shoots his movie, and it's been nice to sort of like reconnect and have this little reunion for the premiere.
Okay, I got a game for you guys. The main question of this game is, what would be the first thing you would do if you were principal for a day? Okay, are you ready? Mario, what are you implementing in this school?
4 days a week. Bam, 3-day weekends every week.
I think if I was principal for a day, I would do like maybe third period, a salsa class or a bachata class. Like just something to get us moving and get all that energy off of us from like sitting down.
And mine's probably pretty simple. I recess all day. I mean, because...
Yeah.
Because recess is undeniably the best part of school, except for lunch. And to account for that, I would make lunch outside at recess all day.
I think that as principal, I'd like to shorten the days. Maybe start at 9 and nothing earlier, and maybe out by 2:30. Also, I'd like to implement no more than 1 hour of homework for all grade levels. If any at all, because I think it's super important for kids to, once they're done with school, just like we are with our jobs, don't take it home, have fun with your family or your friends, so that you can go back and be excited about learning the next day.
I love everything you just said. It would be a it's a life changer.
Lark, it is time for you to let us know, what are you doing for the day if you were the principal?
Hosting a charity event for the winter ball.
If this whole acting thing doesn't work out for you guys, I think you should just work for the school district.
No thanks.
I feel like the fans, they are ready for season 2. It's coming November 24th, so I figured we'd give them a little taste, right, of what's to come. Let's check in with the season 2 trailer for Saved by the Bell, the Peacock original.
Welcome back, Bayside!
I can't wait to start junior year.
Last year, you changed this place.
I got people to care about important stuff, not just Bayside nonsense.
Hey, Dad, think fast. This is gonna be awesome!
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, really?
Bayside is hosting the California School Spirit Competition.
Oh, really?
It's the perfect venue for our second kiss.
And what a delicious sight it will be.
You're not a part of this, Spencer!
Hello.
As many of you know, Bayside has a bitter rivalry with Valley.
Our rivals just destroyed our mascot.
No! Take me instead, God! Make the switch, you coward!
people. I have a big agenda, so we need to stop getting distracted.
Yeah, I know you're looking at me.
Having a crush on someone is embarrassing and distracting.
You're good for me, like broccoli.
What? Oh, yeah, I know you're looking at me.
Jessie, what's wrong?
Everybody knows I'm getting a divorce.
Fate is real. You're working at the same school as your first love.
You've been through a lot. My life sucks pretty bad, too. $50 says that my life sucks more than yours. You're on. That's $1. I see that.
Money.
Bayside hasn't won the spirit competition for 200 years. If we don't learn from the past, we are doomed to repeat it.
That's why we have all these reboots of teen shows from the 90s. Whoa, get a new idea, Hollywood.
They know I got it. I am the topic, causing the gossip.
Last year, I came into the school knowing exactly who I was, and now I have no idea.
Nobody knows who they are in high school.
I call this meeting to order. Thank you all for being here on a Wednesday.
You know there's school every Wednesday, right?
On hump day?
Yes.
They know I got it. Let's go.
All right, you guys, while we are waiting for the new season of the show, I thought it would be fun to throw it back. So I've gathered some old clips from some old episodes, some classics, by the way. And viewers at home, feel free to comment in the chat and tell us what you think, because we are going to hear from the cast and hear what they have to say.
1, 2, 3, bang. 1, 2, 3, stretch. 1, 2, 3, bang. 1, 2, 3, stretch. Here's a message that I'm sending to you. You can do what you want to do. A little word never hurt no one. It's the only way to get things done. Put your mind to it, go for it. Get down and break a sweat, rock and roll. You ain't seen nothing yet. Mind to it, go for it. Get down and break a sweat, rock and roll. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, this is the best part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is truly the best part of that video, is those literally fade in, like, that's so classic late 80s, 90s, yes.
Hey, was that an
So
original
great.
song? Was that an original song?
Yes.
That's pretty good. That's like the Spice Girls. That was good. I don't remember it being that good.
No, we literally had to go record that.
Oh, that was really good, you guys. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good little jam.
Wait, if we made the show now, you know that Peter Engel would have gotten us a record contract, like a real one. I mean, because that was too good. But the only thing I have a question about is, how was that appropriate for 15 and 16-year-olds to have
the G-string?
a long leotard?
Well, but that was, but remember, Elizabeth, that
It was the
very
thing.
much the fashion. It didn't matter
It's true.
because you were wearing tights. You know what I mean? Like,
True,
you're still like
true,
covered,
true.
right? But those, I think it's actually hilarious that hasn't come back yet.
I mean, that's a 2.5 minute like legit video. That would be nowadays it'd be put up on YouTube and all the social channels and stuff like that. It's just crazy. Like, you guys shot like a legit music video.
That was the one thing I would say would always save the day on set or on studio time, is that you get to call your own shots.
I think you're right, Lark. We always had fun.
Yeah, and we always we're always arrived to the occasion to have fun. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next clip.
Hey, you started it, man, making me look like a jerk at the max.
Well, that's what you are. What did you say? You heard me. Get out of my face.
And what if I don't, punk?
Then I'll just have to make you, punk.
Can I ask you guys a question? Did anyone do any sort of like choreography, or was it just adrenaline and go?
No, we did a little choreography. We did a little, I do this, you do that, and then, we started to kind of scrabble again.
I mean, we've talked about this too. We would never be able to get that ever again in the current environment. I mean, it's like we would have stunt coordinators. They'd be
Mats.
like, we might have doubles and mats, and there's no way that they would ever allow us to do that. I mean, that's like we sold that punch. You sold the hip toss. I mean, we're on the ground. You throw another punch. I mean, it was like, those were legit. I mean, that's like one of the best fight scenes I've ever been a part of. And I think
Yeah,
you
it
and
was
I
great.
just basically said, this is what we're gonna do, and we did it.
And you guys, it was concrete.
Yeah.
Like that was a sound stage. This is not like,
Yeah,
not
well, you know, that
a
was-
sprung floor.
I remember actually watching that, being like literally in that scene, watching it, slightly being nervous because I feel like at that moment, definitely that sort of teen angst energy was still kind of very
Yes.
much a part of us. And I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little nervous that someone was gonna get hurt.
Okay, you guys, last clip for you.
Mirror, mirror from the mall. Who's the awesomest of them all? If you say Jessie, I'll brain you.
I pass. Next question, please.
What harm can there be in eating these if you only have 70 calories?
Well, the docs told me to be suspicious, but I'm tired of doing their shirts and dishes. You're a nice old lady, I have no doubt, so I'll sample that apple you're
Yo,
wrapping
you know
up
what I
on.
just realized? We were Hamilton before Hamilton.
Oh,
yes.
Lin-Manuel Miranda got his inspiration from watching that. He's a fan, by the way. Yo, what the hell was that? Why did we do that again? Why were we rapping?
Hilarious. That's actually a clip I have not seen in a really long time.
I can't.
Some of these other ones I've seen, but that one I haven't seen that in
I
a while.
can't remember. What anybody remember? Why did we do that? Like, what was that about?
I think it was
No
just they knew we were all good with the musical kind of thing, and people were loving it, and they probably just did. Bennett Tramer write this one? I'm trying to think. He always did some fun special things like that. I still like something about apples and that. Sometimes go, I'll sample that apple you're rapping about. It's in me. I can't get rid of it. I would like to get rid of it.
Like Tiffany, so many people haven't seen those clips in such a long time. There are a lot of details that I even forgot, but I wonder how much y'all remember. So Scott, what you have with this next segment?
The energy is real. And speaking of classics, let's check out this clip from season 1 of the Peacock original featuring an iconic and a timeless hangout spot. Check out this.
Oh look, there's a gang.
Hey, Aisha and DeVante, what are you doing here?
Well, Lexi's my buddy, and she thought it might be nice for us to get the chance to know each other. And I thought it would be nice for her to give me $50. So. Oh,
So DeVante, what TV do you watch? Have you seen my reality show, Becoming Lexi, I Am Me?
It's about Lexi's life being transgender, her journey of self-discovery, and the hot friends who support her.
Yeah, if you watch it, I'm in episode 204, the big game. At the end, I score the losing touchdown.
I didn't know you played football, Jamie. Really? Because he's literally been holding a football all day.
Huh?
Oh,
It's the gift that keeps on giving. Do you watch back episodes? I imagine you guys watch back, you tweet, you share the moments that you love, but when you see it in a group like this together, do you go back to that first moment filming?
This is the first time we've ever had the opportunity, I feel like, to really watch it together outside of the pilot. We watched the pilot all together, but since COVID, outside of the pilot, we haven't had the opportunity to watch it together because we've all been separated. And so seeing clips like that from season 1 now that we're all together, it is very different.
Belmont, I'm coming to you. I'm curious what it was like for you to walk into the Max for the first time. Like, what was it like? I mean, it's iconic, right?
Dude, it's really surreal. And that was my first time, my first day on the Universal lot was also my first day seeing the sets that had been prepared for us ahead of time, which the scope of these sets is just fascinating. We spent a lot of time in there, and it is never lost on me how special of a place that is. No matter, we spend 10 hours in there on one day, and by the 10th hour, I'm still appreciative to be in that space. It is a very cool thing.
Josie, it is iconic, right? From one generation and now to another generation. How does it feel to be able to point at these major moments, this kind of cultural shift also, and know that you're a part of it?
It's so fun. I mean, the show was so nostalgic to so many people, so getting to bring back all those elements that people loved so much while also sort of poking fun of that era is like very exciting and funny to do. And our show is so self-aware. That's like one of my favorite parts of it. And just getting to do that is an amazing time. And yeah, we love it. We love making fun of ourselves. That's like our thing.
Y'all do it well, and it seems like it's always wrapped. I mean, it is like a hardcore tease, but it's always wrapped in some love. Like it's like a brother, sister, cousin, really close cousin, like first cousin though, you know what I mean? All right, so we're gonna play another game. This one's called Never Have I Ever. And y'all have played this before, I'm sure, but I also want to invite everybody at home watching to play along in the comments below. Never have I ever tripped and fell in front of the entire school or gym class. Okay, we're gonna flip in 1, 2, 3.
Everybody except for Mitchell, who didn't go to school
Bro,
that long
I didn't
enough
go to
trip.
school.
Oh, T.
I literally did not go to school.
Y'all forgot Mitchell was never in class.
Never have I ever gone on a blind date.
No, Scott.
have.
It's scary out there, Scott.
We live
Scott, we
in the
classy.
internet
You know what?
age.
And also-
you can meet a person before you meet them.
I was gonna say, I feel like a blind date these days, like it doesn't really exist.
doesn't.
Like the first thing I do is run up on somebody's Instagram. Okay, let's see. Here's another one. I think last one. Never have I ever forged a note from my parents. Definitely.
Nah, that's a big nah, Dexter.
Whoa. Wait, what I love is that before Alycia even could write it down, she was like,
Yeah, me too. I was like, what y'all trying to, if I can't lie to my mama now, and I'm an
That's
adult.
what I was gonna say.
Scott, what do you have for this next segment?
well, Aaron, it's funny that you should ask. I've been wondering the very same thing. Okay, so next up, we've got a little segment that we're gonna call Easter egg. Okay, so we're gonna show a clip from the original series, and y'all gonna tell me what you see that made it all the way into the Peacock original. You ready?
Okay, people, settle down. I'm Mr. Dewey. How is everyone's summer? Mine stunk. Let's get started. We're about to embark on an exhilarating journey into the exciting world of algebra. I'll wait till your heart stops pounding.
This one's easy.
Okay.
Mr.
That one's
Dewey.
easy.
Yeah.
I was about to say
Dewey
Dewey is
exists.
the Easter egg.
Literally our teacher.
He has not left that job since the original Bayside, and he has the exact same lack of enthusiasm for his profession. And it is the funniest thing. Any time Mr. Dewey's around, I feel better because he just has this grave cynicism, and it's just so Bayside that a teacher isn't interested in the material, doesn't care if the kids are, and his delivery, his comedic timing, and the lack of musicality in his delivery is hilarious every single time. I'm so grateful that he's on the new show.
Josie,
guys,
it seems like you got something to say.
I'm so dumb. I did not know that he was in the
No.
Josie.
Josie Totah.
You just thought that.
He's an icon. I literally.
You're fine.
You guys, I am in class. I am getting an education.
This is true.
In between takes, I'm reading books. I'm talking about
Josie!
books. I
When
did
you
not know
saw-
that he was in the original show. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's see. One more clip.
How are you gonna body slam a guy and then not even celebrate but just check your hair first? He's like, let's make sure this thing is in place and then
The
celebrate.
wig. The wig
yeah.
is always in place.
Also,
I love
I'm
how
pretty
it's
sure Mario is wearing the same leotard in season 2 that he wore in the OG. I think that might be the same exact outfit. They just took that out of his office.
I think this is the perfect time to check the time and maybe share a little special message for you guys. Take a look.
Guess what? It's magic time.
Hey friends, I'm Ed Alonzo, otherwise known as Max, the owner of the diner. I just wanted to pop in and say, wow, what a show. I mean, from trivia to Principal for a Day to that amazing season 2 trailer. And even more to come if you stick around. I'm talking fan Q&As, more games, and maybe even some season 2 sneak peeks. I guess you'll have to hang out with us for a while to see for yourself.
Welcome back, everyone. We have a special opportunity for a big Saved by the Bell fan, and she is going to ask a question to the cast. Here with us is Tanisha at Kiss That Life Away. Take it away, girl.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, my question is, how does it feel stepping back into these characters 30 years later? And did you think the show would resonate still with fans today?
You know, while we were making the show, we could never, I mean, in my opinion, we could never have foreseen that this many years later we'd be talking about it and let alone doing a reimagining of it. I mean, when we finished, we thought that was it. But we all know, because we've all lived with it every day of our lives, really receiving such beautiful appreciation on a daily basis, I would say, you know, wherever we would go. And so, I mean, of course, that was really heartwarming, and as we've all worked on other things, the thing that just people would always come back to is, you know, their love for this show whenever they might, you know, share their appreciation for another job. But I think just because it's meant so much to so many people for so long, it's such a part of their childhood, the innocence, the goodness, whatever, our kind of magical dynamic struck a chord with people and they felt like we were their friends. And so there was this deep connection that really stays no matter what is happening in someone's life. It's been a source of comfort and joy all this time. So it's kind of amazing to be able to come together as grown-ups and share that magic again. Can I ask you one question? How old were you when you first saw like your first episode?
I was 3 years old in 1989 when I first saw it.
Dang, Tanisha. Bye, Tanisha. Bye, Tanisha. With your young ass.
Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.
Bye. We appreciate you.
Nice to meet you.
We've seen some classic clips, we've heard from some fans, but now let's see if we can make things a little more personal with some not so seen, not so popular footage.
You know, little Latin kids, like maybe some type of motivation that, hey, you know, just because you're Spanish or whatever doesn't mean, because there's not that many. Like when I was a little kid, I didn't remember Ricky Ricardo or on Lucy. Who else were you going to see, really? So hopefully little kids say, oh, maybe I can do it. Because, I mean, especially here in America, there's a lot of Latins, a lot of Hispanics. I'm glad that they're trying to incorporate that into, you know, different characters, and maybe more will evolve.
Dang. Wow.
Love that.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey,
some of
Dad,
my
that was-
voice.
No, I love that you spoke about that, you know, because it's something that we're still having a conversation about in the reimagining with the new kids, talking about representation, and I love that you shared that back then.
Thanks, Dad. It's funny because, you know, in looking back, you don't really get to grasp how special everything is at the moment. I think when you're that age, it's fun to do, but how really like, wow, this is sort of a once in a lifetime thing that could never happen again, right? Because when you're young, everything seems like everything's gonna be great all the time. Now, in looking back these decades later, it's like, well, what a special time. So to be able to revisit it again makes it incredibly both ironic and special yet again. And it's neat that that all of us are here on the Zoom, and of course we're paying a tribute to Dustin in the very first episode, and I think it was done in a tasteful way. But the fact that we get to sort of revisit both these characters and storylines that I think could resonate with another generation is pretty cool.
Okay, well, Jessie is very into world causes, world peace, Greenpeace, very active, and she's a straight A student, very sensitive, yet she's very strong in what she wants.
My character is Lisa, and she's an okay student. She doesn't do that well. She's into rural fashions and malls and all that type of bit. And she likes to like hang out, you know, with friends and stuff. She's just all outgoing.
It's especially sweet to see because, you know, when we were filming the show, we didn't have phones on set, so we didn't get to capture a lot of the behind the scenes ourselves. So it's really special to see something out of character and just speaking as ourselves from that time, just because we don't have the record of it the way maybe, you know, teenagers who are doing shows right now have their Instagram or, you know, social media, all of that. We didn't have that. So there's that innocence piece that I've mentioned that, you know, in a certain way, I wish we had more record of that behind the scenes, but so when we get to see it, it's a treat.
My name's Tiffani Thiessen, and I play Kelly Kapowski. She's very outgoing, cares about everybody, very giving of herself.
I feel like for me, that watching that, I think you could tell I was extremely nervous because I think that was probably one of the very first press days that we ever did for the show. You could tell how nervous I was. Poor thing.
All right, you guys, I know that it is easy for true Saved by the Bell fans out there to know some of your iconic lines, but now it's time to put it to the test with you guys to see if you remember some of these lines.
Okay.
Guys at home, please play along in the comments.
I have the suspicion Elizabeth's going to be very good at this.
I like school. It's just too bad classes get in the way.
Oh, that's my line.
That's Mark.
Oh,
that's
definitely
Mark
Zach.
That's Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. That was easy. That was
aggressively easy.
Okay, how about this one? How about this one? Have you ever noticed how all the M&Ms taste exactly the same when they're in a Skittles bag?
Jamie. Yeah,
Jamie.
easy. Yeah.
Zach, I'm not a matador, so take the bull outside.
I think that's a Jessie line.
Jessie line.
Sounds like a Jessie line.
Anyone else out there?
Oh, you're making me second guess.
Because it's not Jessie.
It's definitely a Jessie line.
Should I go off the... Should I just say like Screech?
I'm gonna, yeah.
Just to
I'm
be
gonna go
different?
with Belding.
Maybe it's
I'm gonna
not.
go with Belding.
Maybe
Ding,
Screech.
ding, ding. It is
Oh.
Belding.
Ah.
Wow.
Oh my God, Tiff. I hate to disappoint you, Tiff.
That was a deep cut right there. That was a deep cut.
Look who knows this show.
Time out. What did that blonde fool just say to me?
Daisy.
That is I.
Yep.
Come on now.
Easy.
All right, next up. Zach's idea of a good education is sitting between a pretty girl and a smart nerd.
That's Jessie.
That's 1000% Jessie.
People expect plenty from me. Cool schemes, dope playlists. This walk?
Mac Morris.
Cool walk, Mac.
Yeah.
Cool walk, Mac.
It's one of my favorite
Yeah,
scenes.
he walks.
Next one. She's my friend, but not my best friend. Actually, I hardly even know her.
Well, the way you said it, it sounds like me, but...
I'm gonna go with Kelly.
Did I just put my Kelly voice on?
Okay, let's see. This is a surprise for you guys. I don't know if you're ready for this, but in order for this next game to happen, I've got to introduce another guest. Let's see who it is.
Hey everybody, it's John Michael Higgins, better known as Principal Todman from Saved by the Bell. And I know you've all been having a lot of fun talking about the exciting things coming up on season 2. They are exciting, I know, I was there. And of course, all of the memorable moments from the original series as well. Lots of fun. Anyway, it's now time to button it up. Shut up, everybody, because this next game is all about detention. For example, which Saved by the Bell character would most likely receive detention? And don't say me. You get the idea, you get the hint. Anyway, have fun. No talking.
He's such a gem.
I love that man so much.
He's such a gem.
So which character would get detention for streaking across the football field during the championship game? Who's won detention for that?
Jamie.
Jamie, yeah.
Yeah, I
Jamie
think it's
or
probably
Matt?
Jamie.
Who would get detention for fighting over a crush who didn't even like them?
Zach.
Over a yeah, that's a.
Oh my God!
Yeah, maybe.
I'd
Zach.
say both. I'd say Zach and Slater.
What character would be going to detention for accidentally putting somebody in their locker?
Well, DeVante did that as his character. Well, like in one of the.
I would say Lexi would accidentally put somebody in her locker.
Right.
Because I think like
Spencer
Spencer might be holding a ring light or something, and then she'd just close it, forgetting that he's in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'd probably have to go Lexi.
Who's getting detention for pantsing Mr. Belding?
That's Zach.
Mr. Tuttle.
It's another deep cut right there.
It could also be Principal Todman. I wouldn't rule out
you're so
pantsing
right.
himself.
You're so right.
Okay, so this is pretty exciting. We've got another opportunity for a major fan of Saved by the Bell to join us, and they've got a question to ask directly. So without further ado, come on in.
How did you feel when you first walked into the set and found yourself in that iconic hallway that we all had only seen on television? And let's start with Alycia.
Hi, Francisco. It was, surreal. It felt otherworldly. It's always a blessing to step into a job that you're passionate about. But then to know that I grew up watching the show and watching all those scenes go down in the hallway and all of those different storylines, it meant the world. And then to have the OG cast members to come on, it felt so special. And, to be a little girl that was inspired by the show and then have the opportunity to continue the legacy in a way was a blessing. And then to look to my side and be like, oh my gosh, I love the people that I'm creating this with, was just super special.
I think just to kind of piggyback off Alycia, we actually were able to visit the set before we started filming, and it wasn't fully done, but the whole time we were just like, oh my gosh, the chairs and the Max sign and all this. It was just like a very surreal moment. It was definitely, I feel for me, a pinch me moment, because you see it on TV for all these years and you hear about it and you see it in photos, and then to actually be standing there, it's kind of like, what the, this is really happening.
Walking into the Max and seeing the red booths and, the burgers, and then also working with Max, the magician, how iconic he was. Because he's a part of the Max. He's a part of the show, and he was a real big part of my childhood. I always remember going to diners and being like, is this waiter gonna give me a magic trick, or is he just gonna put lemons in my water and make it look like lemonade? So so I just loved having the opportunity to shoot at the Max and be a cast member on the original from being a fan of the original Saved by the Bell to being a cast member on Peacock Saved by the Bell. That was one thing that was really cool for me.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. Oh, you guys, today has been so much fun, but sadly, we've reached the end of the road and it is time to say goodbye. But before we do, does anyone want to share any of their favorite moments or express their excitement for this upcoming season of Saved by the Bell?
I think they did a great job in the original, the launch, blending the nostalgia with now the new kids and touching on a lot of themes that resonate with young people today. And at the end of the day, it was pretty clever and funny. I think they are able to parlay that into the next season, and we get a lot more of the original characters, which hopefully people will dig, and they do a nice blend. So really happy with the way it turned out, and hopefully people tune in. So before you have a little turkey, have a little bell, and slide into the holidays that way.
Hi, my name is Tracy Wigfield, and I'm the executive producer and showrunner of Saved by the Bell on Peacock. To all our fans, new and old, I just want to say a great big thank you. Thank you for tuning in last season and for all the love and positivity about the show. And thank you for coming back for season 2. We have a lot of fun and surprises in store for you, and I just can't wait for you to check it out. See you soon.
Hey everyone, Franco Barrio here, executive producer on Saved by the Bell. So psyched that you guys are big fans of this show. I have been a pretty huge fan for quite a while myself. Our cast, our staff, our writers and crew are all so proud of this season, and we're so excited for you to get to see season 2 with Saved by the Bell. Keep watching, And hopefully there'll be many more seasons. Thank you and see you soon.
Thank you guys so much. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you for watching and enjoy the new season. Scott, over to you.
Honestly, truly, this has been such a pleasure. Thank you guys so much.
Scott, thank you so much.
Thank you, Scott. Truly.
But listen, to officially shut this thing down, we've got one more clip from season 2. It's an exclusive, y'all. Till next time.
Previously on Becoming Lexi, I Am Me. I thought me single-handedly saving the Douglas kids was gonna be the craziest thing to happen in 2020. Little did I know, it wasn't.
We gotta shut everything down. Schools, stadiums, the secret rich person's sex submarine in the Hollywood Reservoir, and out of an abundance of caution, I told Linda to stay home because I'm gonna do my own sign language.
But that didn't stop me from finding love with the boy next door.
That filter makes you look really pretty.
Oh, it's not a filter. It's just me.
Stop flirting. This is geometry class.
And getting into a little drama.
No, you're gaslighting me, Dana. Yeah, suck on that.
But now, life is finally getting back to normal. I can't believe schools are reopening in a few weeks, is a line my producers told me to say.
Mac, are you at Kim Kardashian's birthday party? Aren't you scared?
Jamie, don't be ridiculous. Yes, 40 is very old for a woman, but I do not fear her.
No, the virus.
Oh, I got vaccinated a long time ago. Yeah, my dad golfs with either Johnson or Johnson. I forget which.
Hey, what about you, Daisy? Are you excited for school?
I am. Of course, quarantine has put into stark relief the inequities built into our...
Me too.
Yo, you're famous. I know. Oh, I thought Jamie looked really bad, by the way.
You don't have to do that. I'm over it. It was a year ago. And not just a year, a quarantine year. I'm just happy to be back at school.
Me too. I can't wait to start junior year in a real classroom at a desk that isn't an ironing board.
Girl, same.
I'm gonna pick up right where I left off, and that starts with becoming class president again. I got cheated out of 50% of my term last year. But check this out. Bam.
The hard work we do now will pay dividends in the future for years to come. Daisy for president.
Is it bad?
Very, but it doesn't matter. Before the lockdown, you united the entire school. Pandemic or not, nobody's gonna forget that.
Yeah, that's true. I got people to care about important stuff, not just Bayside nonsense.
Exactly. You changed this place for the good.
Mac Morris, get me down from here!
Well, even Martin Luther King couldn't get everybody.